Hey, 1 Peter chapter 4 tells us what doesn't kill us makes us stronger. If you are a follower of Jesus, you're going to face some resistance. People are going to give you a hard time. They're going to question you. They're going to question your motives. They're going to make fun of you. They might even get downright hostile. Here's what you do. Don't quit. Don't quit loving them. Don't quit your faith. Keep going on. In fact, be encouraged by it. Okay, verses 12 through 14 says this. Dear ones, don't be surprised when you experience your trial by fire. It's not something strange and unusual, but it is something you should rejoice in. In it you share the anointed sufferings, and you will be that much more joyful when his glory is revealed. Okay? Here Peter and the other apostles, they when they were persecuted, they got happy. They rejoiced in the fact that people gave them a hard time. When people got hostile, they got happy. They took it as approval. They took it as confirmation from God that they were right where they needed to be. They had watched Jesus suffer. They had watched what he had gone through. They had watched his attitude as he went through it. They had watched the fact that he kept loving people and how he met opposition with love and how he met hatred with love. And they didn't quit. In fact, they got real happy. To them, it was like being a part of a real special little club, all right? A little special holy club where, hey, we're the persecuted. We are the ones that people are giving us a hard time for our faith. And to them, it was a reason to get excited. Opposition was confirmation to them that they were in the right place. And it should be the same thing to us. When we're opposed, it should be just confirmation that we're where God wants us, because the enemy isn't going to bug us if we're not bugging him. But if we are somewhere where we are a threat to him, if we're where we need to be with God and we're living loud for him, then the enemy is going to resist us, and we're going to meet that. Don't give up. Now, if you're not meeting resistance, it might be because you aren't going anywhere. Okay, so check yourself. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Also, okay, check yourself because you need to make sure that you're meeting resistance for the right reasons. A lot of times we meet resistance because we're just jerks or we're flaky, and that's not a good reason, all right? Peter had just told them in verse 8, show deep love for each other. Show deep love and practice hospitality. Share who you are. Share what you have. Don't be a jerk. Don't be a flake. Okay? And make sure that if you're meeting resistance, that you're doing it simply because you're living for God. You're living loud for him. And that could be making people feel guilty. That could be making people feel like they need to change their life, so they're taking it out on you and they're getting hostile. But also realize this. A lot of times, when people are giving you a hard time, they're really watching you, and they're seeing if they're kind of testing you and going to see if you're the real deal and see if it really works for you. And so hang tough. Realize that you're making a bigger difference than you think. And what we get to share in the sufferings of Jesus, we also get to share in the glory of Jesus. We need to share his attitude. We need to share his mission. And someday we'll get to share his glory. And that's a really good thing. God bless you guys. Giddy up.